Hi, welcome. Hello, guys. This is your girl Lisa Baxter. I was going to do this in two parts, but I'm just going to do it in one big part. Okay. All right. This is called information and education, information, education, and health. All right, and it just got a two-part thing going on. So we're going to be talking about different things, children with special needs, and we're going to be also talking about some stuff I never heard of and things I want you to know. It's just one of the papers I wanted you to see, and I got my little sticky on it. And this thing is called that I want to talk to you about. Oh, before I do, let me tell you this stuff. All right, happy holidays. See, I got the little Christmas tree, festivities, whatever I could do. All right, I tried to, and this my cup called making a difference. All right, and you see my other little one. This is my other little cup here. It has the snowman and the Christmas tree on it, and the other special glass. All right, I don't know if you need to see any of these things closer. Isn't that sweet? All right, and this is the other one. It's that cute. I better get to the point. I was charging the battery. I thought the whole thing was charged. And this is something I made so many years ago when I worked for the city of New York as a youth counselor. And I used to help children in foster care and stuff like that. This is my making a difference thing. And if you couldn't see my tree, I know you could see it. So that's why I'm not going to go with that. My niece bought me this soap because I was in so much pain with my bones and stuff. And who knew? It cost $10. And this is it has CBD oil in there to help you out because I was in just so much pain and everything like that. She's such a good kid. She buys me all kind of stuff to help me out, her and my nephew and stuff. I woke up this morning, my teeth felt out of joint. I'm still waiting for them to help me and stuff like that. I have an appointment on the 23rd, but I already saw four dentists, specialists, doctors, surgeons, all kind of stuff, and I'm ready for them to help me and to get this ball rolling. So I wake up this morning and my teeth, back teeth, look at this teeth. It looks horrible. I couldn't believe it. I don't know if you can see it that good, but it just looks horrible, horrible, horrible. And I can't believe it fell right out of my back teeth, fell out. The one for here. Shando. You know what I'm saying? I was so surprised. I already had, you know, deal with blood on the pillow and everything. And now I'm starting to deal with blood in the daytime and the morning and all that. So y'all keep praying for me and I thank you so much. Love you guys to the moon and back. All right. Now, book a free workshop. Book a free workshop, okay? Expert staff and teachers free workshops at schools, neighborhood organizations citywide. Okay, the workshops cover a wide range of disability topics and yeah, and designed to meet the most pressing needs of families of young people with disabilities. So you have workshops like that, so you can zoom in on what's going on. You know, all right. Now, one of the classes called Intro to Special Education. Learn New York City process, including timeless for referrals, evaluation services, placements, and parents' rights and roles. So you got to know your rights and your roles. So each class break things down to you. Top five rights in special education. Learn your rights and responsibilities under the federal Individuals with Disability Education Act. They call it IDA. It looks like idea in big letters, but that's what it stands for. Understanding your child's IEP. I used to be a special needs for children with special needs to help the family get through the process. And I worked with the Department of Education to help the parent through that role. So when they go from preschool to public school, they would be ready and they'll know and even bring them up to all of the levels that they needed to be brought up. All right. Learning to read and understand your child's IEP, it tells you exactly what's wrong and how to get it. If your child needed speech, it would tell you the different steps and why and how and things like that. All right, and even the process. Let me see. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. Even the process of it. Your child from ages 3 to 5. You once you have an IEP. Some people have it as an adult. My friend, my old coworker's son is in his 30s and he still has an IEP that he has to follow. All right. The special education advocate. That's another class. All of these are workshops that will help you through it. You might not need all of these, but you'll know the ones that you need. Special education advocate becomes your child, the student advocate that get help you to get the support and stuff that you need. Let me move this. It reminded me to scan it to send this to people when I get back to work. I had this list a long time. Your kindergarten guide turning. All right. So it talks about your child transferring to the kindergarten because from preschool and Head Start and daycare, your child going straight into school. So you got an advocate for that, an advocate skills for parents. So it show you how to advocate for your own child. All right, special education mediation. All right, if you are having problems with your child's education and learning, and to solve them with mediation. All right, I'm trying to move fast. I'm looking at the battery at the same time. Okay, uh, parents and children with disabilities. All right, and that's also from ages 3 to 5 to help the parents on what to focus on. All right. um uh Using using and specialized transportation. Sometimes your child have to be bused to different places, so you have the buses and everything all together to bring your child. I remember one of the children needed to be bused to us and then bused somewhere else because he had so many things going on. It started to affect him. And he was quiet and sweet and he got very agitated. And me and the mom had to figure out, why is he being this way? He's never been this way before. And that's what it was. He had too much going on. So he ended up going from, they cut down all the trips that he had and how early he got up in the morning. It's a 12-hour day for that baby. It's too small, too young. All right. So that's busing, not abusing. Sorry. All right. I'm doing this in the middle of the night, Sean, though. District 75 and alternative settings for students with disability. That district really helps a lot with kids and families that have children with disabilities. So this workshop will break it down, help you to understand, exploring the early years, understanding your child with difficult abilities. Some children have issues with writing. Some children have, mobility issues. Some children have sight issues and other health issues going on. I even knew a child with one kidney, and I had to work with his mom. And I knew a mom that was pregnant and on dialysis. All these things play different parts that we deal with and have to work with and have to live with. And we need all the help and support that we need, and include NYC workshops is just good for this stuff. Transition workshops. All right. Our transition workshop cover a range of topics that are designed to meet the needs of families and young people with disabilities. All right. You heard me say that before. But schools begin life as an adult because some of the kids, like I said, become adults, still having the IEP, still dealing with their disability, but being able to be functioning. You got high functioning kids, you have low function ones as well, and this will help you. If you would like to book a free workshop, because these are free, all right, please contact Rich. All right, it's you can it's called his email is roverton at include eny.org. I'm sorry, I can't. I got my reading glasses on, y'all. I probably need to go to sleep at the church in the morning. I'm sorry. It's include nyc.org. All right. So okay. The phone number is 212-677-46 50 extension 11. Okay, for more information and what have you. But ROVERTON at INCLUDNYC.org. Okay, this is great. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's see here. And before I get to the next one, okay, before I get to the next paper, I wanted to say this is some of the things I wanted to say. Book a free workshop. Also, Empire Blue Cross Blue Shield deals with something with like with Medicaid and Medicare and stuff like that with Medicare, and they do a lot of different workshops that can come to your where you work, your organization, and stuff like that. Also, and they have so many things dealing with asthma, trying to quit smoking. Um, if you had breast cancer. I mean, it was like 50 of them up there. And I've been dealing with that with them for a long time. You heard me talk about it in other workshops. So, you can Google these things. You can look up their website and stuff like that for Empire Blue Cross Blue Shield. And they have these programs. One of them is a book called NYC Project Hope. I work with them also. And they did a resource workshop for me that I asked them to do. Whatever area I picked, they had resources in all the areas that I could talk about and I can use or give out to my clients and the people that I work with. And that thing was excellent. It was called community workshops. That was just one, but we worked on a lot of stuff, eating the rainbow, depression, all kind of stuff. And theirs are good too, and they're free. Cornell University Extension. You hear me talk about that nutrition program all the time, and they give you a certificate after, and they hire you if you want to be hired and help you to educate people how to read labels, how to fix different recipes, how to eat better, colorful eating with your kids and family, and then with include. I already did that one, so. This I wanted to show you because I don't know if I showed this to you before, but this is New York Health and Hospitals. They give these out, and they are in different languages, English and Spanish, and they're also in Chinese. Okay, and I just want to read a little bit about it because I found something out in here or about COVID-19 that I didn't know when your house is overcrowded or whatever, that they send you to a hotel. So I'm like, what? A hotel? Yeah, they send you to a hotel. Mm-hmm. Who knew? I tell you the truth. Who knew? Yes, yes, yes. So it says when you what you need to safely separate at home. I'm already having problems talking. Chewing too, swallowing. Uh, at home to fight COVID-19. Sometimes I know when I had it, I was at my sister's house and I had lived there for a little bit. There was 5 of us in there. We all had it, and I was the only one not getting well. And you separate. And I'm going to read some of the stuff that they talk about with that. And you do everything you can to separate, keep the surfaces clean, and stuff like that. Try to stay in your area. I stayed in my room mostly. It was too many stairs up and down, too much pain with bone joint disease and all. I just could not do that crawling up and down. But I had to sometimes come down and make a meal, and sometimes I didn't eat. I just made crackers or something like that. You just felt weak. But I said that I didn't know you could go to a hotel and stay. Not that I wanted to go, but they paid for the hotel and everything for you to do that. And they also send you food. If you're too weak to cook, can't cook or something like that, they were sweet. They sent food, for every meal. You know what I mean? I was like, Lord have mercy. And they sent groceries and stuff. Not just there, even when I had it the second time when I moved in this apartment last year. I'm like, Shando. You know what I mean? I had it 1 year apart, you know what I mean? At year, and then I had I cried. But anyway, what you can do, and it talks about how you should test. I want to always show you everything I'm talking about, okay? So you see and you know, all right? It says, know your status. Get your COVID and antibodies test at no cost. So you can get that at CVS. And I seen a program the other day one of them that they come to your house. So if you got a disability and you can't go or can't go to the doctor anywhere to get this, they come to your house and they give you the vaccine, that whatever you need. All right. And I also was told, oh man, I don't have this thing in front of me. But if you want to know, y'all contact me if you need supplies of, the COVID test and mask and hand sanitizers. And he mentioned something else in that little thing. And he'll send it directly to your house in your home. All right, that's from Brooklyn's. You hear me talk about Sydney. They had the Brooklyn one is the one that told me that they would mail these out to people if I give them the information. Or you can just do it. Call them yourself if you don't want me to do it and give the information. It's whatever way you want to do it. How about that? And okay, the other one is called Test, Trace, and Take Care. All right, so we up to trace now because test we did. Answer the call of our contact tracers to help stop the spread of COVID. Yeah, Department of Health called me up and everything, and they made sure I had the things that I need, so I wouldn't go out or have to go out or anything like that. So that kept, me spreading it outside, and I live by myself, so wait, and I was able to wipe my stuff down and once I was cleared. You know what I mean? So I didn't know if it was, recontaminating or something like that. But and I also, they tell you to get vaccinated. I've had them all. I've had the booster shot and everything. I didn't want it that, and I fought it first and everything like that. But that thing almost killed my kidney. I had to try something because listen, I didn't want to go prematurely. I didn't even know what to do. But if you want to get vaccinated or anything like that, you can call 877-829-4692. All right. Safety separation to protect others and take care at a hotel or home. Okay. And what got me too is when their packages called care packages. This is what is in there: the face mask to wear when you need it around others, hand sanitizers, keep your hands clean, a thermometer, to monitor your temperature and everything like that. All right, and if you test positive for COVID, we include a finger. I ain't get this one. My family bought this one for me. A finger tip oxygen meter to detect your oxygen. You have to test that oxygen and know how the levels and stuff go. And then they put the cute little thing says stay strong, stay healthy, NYC Test and Trace Corps. All right. They even got, what is this, test and trace.nyc. So feel free for that. Also, you can call 212 I'll try to put it in the chat, once this is over, but I got to go to sleep and get up for tomorrow and work the next day. All right. It's called 212 COVID-19. That's the same thing as the phone number I was telling you about. So I highlighted some things I wanted to talk about. I didn't want to talk about everything because you can get this mailed to you, and I just wanted to, make some points that I didn't even know about or couldn't believe. All right, it says, all right, tips on safety and to fight COVID in the home. All right, wash and sanitize your hand often. All right, wear your mask because we know about COVID. I've been like 3 years already. Clean common use surfaces daily. Do not share or keep your things to yourself, especially shared space like the bathroom. I had to constantly clean the bathroom. I wanted the other people to be cleaning the bathroom. I didn't get it on my own. Somebody brought it to me. I'm just gonna put that out there twice. So sometimes it don't even be you; it be somebody else that brought it to you. So you got to be careful, not just the young people, but anybody that maybe not know, or maybe they, I don't know. I don't think they would give it to you willingly because they know the thing could be deadly. All right, find your own space. It's important to have a room where you can safely separate from others. Sleep alone. It says sleep alone. Um, yeah, sleep alone in a room that has a window with good airflow. So you need some circulation going around in there. If you share a bed or uh, uh, sleep head to toe. Have the other person sleep on the couch or the floor. Wow. I guess you can't breathe on the person or nothing. You can't 6 feet. Monitor your temperature and symptoms. If you test positive, um, COVID-19, your oxygen levels will, your finger strip oxygen meter. You got to use that. Now, this is the part that I really had to put down here. Can safely separate at home. Can't safely separate at home. Take care at a hotel or free. Free. Round trip transportation. They give you transportation to the hotel if necessary. Medications and appointment to private room, private bathroom, referrals for COVID treatment if you qualify. Mm-mm-mm. Gracious. On site COVID testing, free Wi Fi and cable, unlimited local phone calls to stay connected, breakfast, lunch, and dinner daily, medication delivery. What? What? Interpreters. I guess so. If you speak another language, they'll bring an interpreter services to help you out. On site healthcare support by skilled doctors and nurses. Tell her, the teller things you need to do with the doctor. They have all of that for you as well. Wow. Who knew? Then they tell you about wearing a mask and how you wear the mask and pinch it at the nose, and things like that. And to wear it right and not wrong, you know what I mean? The sides open on the sides and all of that stuff and getting in, seeping in. Germy air, Shando, Go O'Shea. Okay. I thought that was cool and interesting too. Some of these things stick together. I just didn't want to skip a page. Page so thick, oh goodness. All right, recording and reporting your temperature and oxygen. I had to take that and write it down so I could see the difference of us getting better or getting well. You know what I mean. All right. So I thought this was nice that they had a little thing that you can record your stuff. Keep it recorded right here, so they had a little section on that, and how many times you took it and stuff like that. You know, mm mm mm. If your temperature is 100.4, go your doctor. My God, my God. They have, if you don't have a doctor, they have a doctor you can call into. So that's a whole nother thing too. Look how helpful all that is. And I'm sure you heard this on the news. You've heard it maybe from your doctor, or you maybe even heard it from one of the CVS, the Walgreens, the Rite Aids, or one of the places telling you that, or our mom and pop places that may know, had to get this stuff down pat. Phone number you can reach out is 844 692 4692. All right, all right, all right. And this is if you don't have a doctor. All right. Now, this I thought was interesting too. Information on fevers of age 18 and younger. All right. In 0 to 3 months. Mm-mm-mm. It says 100.4 or higher. And this is the guide. It says age, temperature, and then guide. And it says call a doctor. Go to the emergency room immediately. From 3 months to 3 years old, 102.2 Fahrenheit. They got 38, 39 Celsius up there. It was 38 Celsius or higher. Call your doctor if your child needs to be seen. Call your doctor if your child needs to be seen. 3 years old to 18, more than 2 days of a fever of 100.4 Fahrenheit, 38 Celsius or higher. They give a whole list here. I'm gonna show it to you. All right. It says call their doctor. Let the doctor know if the child has any of the following symptoms. Hear out these symptoms. I'm doing good still with the battery. All right. Abdominal pain, vomiting, diarrhea, rash, red eyes, all right, red or cracked lips or tongue, shando, swelling of or redness on the hands or the feet, headaches, neck pain or swelling. I was nauseous. I had the neck pain and the headache and stuff like that. I just felt tired all the time. I didn't want to do nothing. I had to make myself walk around, make myself move around. I had to have my walker upstairs with me. It never was upstairs before. in the time I was there. So it was emergency. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, COVID-19 treatments. How I sign up for a treatment? Have a treatment option. Okay, are treatments available? Yes, there are treatment options available for COVID-19 that can prevent high risk people. All right, you know, if you're high risk, you have an underlying condition and everything like that. I had a kidney transplant. I was on dialysis. I have chronic kidney disease and a couple of things going on. So, if HIV, heart trouble, certain age, elderly, you know, it goes on with that list. You know what I mean? So, what are the options? Your doctor can recommend the best course of COVID-19 treatment for you. My blood had to be infused. When the transplant at Mount Sinai and them found out, I didn't know I had it at first. I didn't understand all of that. It was still new. It was definitely new to me. You know what I mean? So, yeah, they fused my blood, and then it took them a while, but they gave me antibiotics because I'm highly sick with antibiotics. I almost died having the wrong kind of antibiotics before. I had Steven Johnson syndrome and everything. So, and it started shutting my organs down, so they had to be very careful. But yeah, once I got the antibiotics, I started coming around better. But that infusion did something first, and then that helped. But other than that, all I did, with the teas and stuff like that, sleeping, relaxing, staying away, I still felt rotten, terrible, crawling all around. But I was filming it because I couldn't believe this was happening to me. And I know you don't believe it was happening to you. Then to have it twice, Shambo. All right, now, okay. How do you sign up? 212 COVID 19. I guess that number 212 268 4319. Press 9, it says. All right. And they have other little contacts too. I need to show you the page. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that something? Okay. Let me see where we at here. More. I like this part. And I'll be finishing up with this part. Let's talk about resources. I couldn't believe the whole thing here. All right. They got a lot of resources here. All right. And they even have incentives, for you to get vaccinated. They give you a card, $100. I didn't get no card, you know what I mean? But they give you $100 card, all right, for your vaccination. And it says 877 VAX, VAX, uh, for NYC. But that's the phone number. But I'll say it in all the numbers: 877 829 4692 to schedule an appointment at a site. There are a lot of walk-in clinics that would do it. I knew the walk-in clinic on 400 Rockaway that did. Timothy Sutton, Dr. Sutton, my nephew. He made house calls and stuff too. He came to see his aunt, all right, and took very good care of me and my sister Yolanda. And she was on dialysis about 25 years, maybe more by now. It's December. So, but paid leave for the vaccinations. I didn't know they were paid leave, and that if you like went to have it, you can work half of the day. In the 4 hours, you would state your job still had to pay you and stuff like that. My job was wonderful about it. You know what I mean? And I could have cried because I had just started and I'd had this, and I didn't want to say nothing, but we were working from home. But then I guess they saw me and looked at me, and then I had to tell them about it. And he said, you don't have to do any more. Bless your life, Dr. Smith, and the whole team of Rise Up New York. You know what I mean? That I didn't have to do any more Zooms. We was doing so many Zooms and even paperwork and stuff at home. And after a while, you can't sit up. My back and everything was hurting. I was just miserable and cranky and getting grouchy and crazy and all of that. So, yourself, and thank God that they do this. You know what I mean? Not just my job, but the jobs out there. And I didn't know about that though. And they talked about the different doses that you get and the different times, and each time you could, go, before work, after work, take the time off. I'm like, what? Who knew? You know what I mean? If you need access to food, they was good to me. I'm telling you. 212-268 4319. Press 5. Press 5. Free food. That food, all I had to do is microwave it. Bam. or put it in the oven. Bow. It was very good, very tasty, and even good and fair for my health and everything. I tell you, it gave me so much. I started giving some of it to my sister. You know what I mean? You need access to health care insurance, you call 311, or you call Covered NYC. What is that? Text Covered NYC to 877-877. I never knew how to do that text thing where you text up to somebody like that. If they don't have no name on it and all that, I don't know how to do it. But I need a lesson and I'm going to take it. Somebody going to tell me. Come on, y'all. All right. All right, what else? Visit, take care, aftercare. They got everything down here to cover aftercare. COVID-19 centers for excellence in health and things like that. All right, if you need aftercare, it's 212 COVID-19 or 212-268-4319. Press 0. I notice it's the same number, you're pressing different stuff. For essential benefits such as cash assistance and rental assistance or utility payments. Do y'all hear me now? Hear me loud and clear? All right. I want y'all to see my other hat too, so I'm gonna take this one off. This is the Lisa Baxter show. My hat that Robin Rochford made for me. He makes hats and T-shirts and stuff like that. So a long time ago, I wore it on my shows before. You know. This one I go a little bit that way. How about that? Glasses sliding down. Okay. So call HRA at 718-557-1399 Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Or visit access.nyc.gov to apply if you need help in those areas. All right. Feeling anxious or sad, this can aggravate you, take you down, make you depressed, what have you. All right, call. All right, 188 NYC Well or 188-692-9355. All right, because you're feeling this way, they got counselors for that. All right. If you have any concerns about your family or family violence, we sometimes suffer in silence, and sometimes people never knew, and people have passed away, and they just didn't know or didn't think it was that serious. But here's that number: 1-800-621-4673, or 1-800-621-HOPE. All right, we're gonna hope and help you out of that situation or that issue. Okay? Shando Koroboshia. Speak with a contact tracer without what? Will not impact your ability to apply for a permanent residence or green card. So no matter what your status is, you still can get help and you can speak to somebody. All right. If you feel that way, just speak to somebody. If you have any questions, you worried, or you're a permanent resident because you're ill and sick, you don't have to hide in silence either, or spread this to yourself or your family or people around you because you're worried about your status. Action. It's called Action NYC at 1-800-354-0365, or say public charge. What? And say public charge. And they're from 9 to 6, Monday through Friday. Wow, this is a lot of stuff down here. Report discrimination. Some people treat you funny when you got a disability, when you're ill, when you're sick. And sometimes they're just scared, or they just don't have enough information or education to know how to really maybe help us or treat us or whatever. But anyone that has experience with harassment, discrimination in housing, at work, at any public place related to COVID, report by filling out the online form at nyc.gov/stop COVID hate, or call 212-416-0197. Flu vaccination is recommended for a person 6 months of age and older. You can find out about the flu vaccinations. I had my flu shot. Ooh, my arm hurted after that one. All right, they all make your arm sore. Ouch. All right, you can also call 311 or visit nyc.gov/flu, or Text flu to 877-877. All right. Share your feedback about your contact with tracing experience. I didn't get to do that. I didn't know because they was wonderful, and I want to tell it. I had told it on my show many times, or when I'm blogging, or talking, or going live on Facebook, or YouTube, or anything like that. Share your feedback by calling Trace Feedback Line. This is their line, 646-614-3025. Leave a message. All right. For more information about COVID-19, visit nyc.gov/health/coronavirus. Who can forget that? Coronavirus. Let me see. I'm sure I went both ways. It says more resources for you and your loved ones. I like that. Do you have any questions about NYC test and trace or COVID? Call 212 COVID. Yes, I said these things before. 212-2684. 4319. Visit. Yeah. I hope you get your book, or I hope you learned something about this, or maybe this was enough. I don't know, but this is the color of the book, and this is what the book looked like. I thought it was, and it has a barcode on it that you could scan. So that's one way. I don't know how close you can see the barcode, but that's the barcode. I hope this helps you. I hope you have a good day, a good week, a good month, and a good new year. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Feliz Navidad, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. The whole thing, I hope I'm not forgetting. And, I try to have them all in my head, but every time I answer the phone or I talk to somebody, I say that and they bust out laughing. They said, you covering it all, and that's the truth, because I love you enough to care to cover whatever you're talking about or dealing with. I want to celebrate with you, and I want to say it correctly and right. How about that? Shando Kodoboshia. This is your girl, Lisa Baxter, giving you the 411 in health, giving you the 411 in special needs. That's right. We all need help with our family, whatever we're dealing with, being a caregiver or anything. I've been all of those things. A caregiver. I've been on this sick side, and I've been on the side of being cared for. My husband was my caregiver, and it flipped where I had to be his. So, take care of yourself, take care of your family, do what you need to do what you have to do. I love you guys. You guys rock and you rule. And I just love you to pieces in the moon and back. You got any questions about this or any of my other shows or anything that I'm doing, let me know. When they take all my teeth and stuff out and they give me dentures and whatever they're going to do to me, I'm going to keep you guys posted. I'm real with you. I show y'all everything, my bruises, my war scars, anything like that, because I want you to take charge of your life, take charge of what you're dealing with, and know that you can make it, and it's going to be all right. Keep praying, keep believing, keep hoping, because hope was always alive, and God got you. He got all of us, and we are right in his hands. V for victory, all right? And stay peaceful. Stay healthy, your mental health, if we need it, all right? That's a whole nother subject, and we need to keep that intact too. All right? Now bless your life and take care. Rest well, live well, be well, eat well, try. Try new food this week, something healthy. Try something you never tried. And spend time with your family. Spend time with yourself. It's healthy for that too. Get some fresh air. Move around. All right? Rotate those muscles and that stuff. All right? I love you guys. Y'all too much. Thank you for sticking me, staying with me. So like, share, comment, all right, and subscribe. Peace. Bless your life. A billion blessings. Oh, Lord, I love you. I love you, Lord, more than anything. I love you, Lord, I give my life to you. All right, come let us adore him. Oh, come let us adore him. Oh, come let us adore him.